Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Just want to do a quick video on Aterian. Ticker symbol is ATER. We have some really good news today versus the one from yesterday. And today we also saw some very heavy volume. So today, Roth Capitals adjust Aterian's price targets to $12 from $5.50, keeping a neutral rating. Yesterday, the shares were down because they announced a deal to pay down its debt with company stock. The company said it had reached an agreement with its lender High Trail to pay down its outstanding debt, approximately $66.3 million with its common stock. It added that the remaining $25 million term loan will now mature in April 2023. They also said that it made material progress in reducing its container shipping cost. I do have 135 shares at an average price of $15.16. So I do want this to go up just as much as everyone else. And right now, I think I want to buy a little bit more shares just because I do feel that this stock can possibly have a short squeeze because it still has a very high short interest. So I'm going to go ahead and make my total of 200 shares. So I do need 65 more shares. So we're going to go ahead, 65 shares. Since the market closed, we're going to have to do good till cancel extended hours. Okay, so we did get filled right away. 65 shares at $12.60. Let's go back. I have a total of 200 shares at an average price of $14.33. Let's take a look at this Fintel data here. Aterian is ranked number 1. It has the highest short squeeze score at 96.92. It has a borrow fee rate of 100.01. Days to cover is 0.13. Short interest percent float is 35.72. BBIG is number 2 now, and number 3 is KPLT, number 4 is BTCM, and number 5 ANY, and number 6 CEI. CEI was rallying today as well as KPLT. So we can see from this daily chart that we are bouncing off from a very strong support of 1250. So as long as we can keep above this 1250 support, we can definitely go higher. The last time it went up to 1750. So I'm hoping that we will break this 1750 and possibly squeeze from there. Let's take a look at the options chain. We have monthly options. The next one is October 15, expiration dates. Let's take a look at the strikes. We have a lot of volume traded today. 15 strike price, 20,000 open interest. The 35, 12,000 open interest. All of this has a very large open interest. We have 12,000 open interest, meaning people are expecting this stock to go to 35 or above by October 15. Let's take a look at the November expiration dates. Same thing, we have a lot of open interest. And the 55 strike as well. I might consider some of these call options. I want to participate in the upside in case there is a short squeeze. We can just buy some of these $60, 35 strike price, probably buy 2, and you just never know what can happen. Let's take a look at NEG. So take a look at the chart. This stock went to a high of $79. This was trading around $10 back in July. We have GREE. Okay, so GREE, we can see that it did go to a high of $60. Another one is IronNet. Oops, IRNT. Went to $47.50. So all of this surpassed $20 mark. So I'm hoping that Aterian, which is number 1, has the highest short squeeze score. There might be a possibility of a gamma squeeze if a lot of people are buying call options. So we need people to buy call options in order to create a gamma squeeze. Just like what happened with AMC on June 2nd, there was absolutely no sellers. Everybody was buying out of the money call options. And that day, AMC had a gamma squeeze, went up 100%. I know because I actually lost a lot of money that day because I was on the other side of the trade. We just need to keep above 1250 supports. We need the momentum to continue and heavy volume to continue. So that's all I have for today, guys. Let me know how many shares you have of Aterian. If you have any call options, are you buying more? Also, come check out the Discord Patreon page. I'm trying to grow my small community and find like-minded people like myself who wants to make money in the stock market. Hope to see you there.
Sophisticated automation of marketing available today on marketplaces that we use for our brands, right? And part of the intelligence we're trying to build, part of the operating leverage we're trying to build, is we're trying to basically teach our systems how to make decisions for us, right? How to decide what to advertise currently, given the market condition, where to spend the money of the marketing, what price should we have at any point in time, and there are other tools doing that, right? There are other tools doing that, other tools kind of like Jungle Scout that do it in a vacuum. But the problem is that if those tools are not connected, for example, to your supply chain, they could make the wrong decisions. I mean, an example would be, say you have a great automation marketing engine that has discovered a way to increase your sales by 20, 30%. That's great. It obviously sounds like an incredible achievement, but what if your containers just get stuck in the port, and they're going to be two weeks late, and now you're running out of premise that you have enough inventory, but in fact you don't, right? That's the kind of level of intelligence we're trying to build here. And it's this kind of cohesive view of our entire supply chain, of our entire business, to make decisions that are at the level you need to do them if you want to build, again, the size of company that we do, right? So I'd say again that these tools are great for smaller type of businesses, but we're trying to build something that is a lot more ambitious and of a scale that none of the marketplace sellers today is at, right? So
Got it. So let's start there. Let's start on a product, right? And I think let's go rapid fire, kind of an example, how you got to that product category. Maybe those two, and then we'll keep going from there.
Sure. Yeah. So what are we looking for, right? When we talk about capturing data from the different marketplaces and analyzing it to figure out what products to make. I mean, to answer that question, I think one of the fundamental things that I think a lot of people who, despite being kind of like users of Amazon and Walmart, don't really kind of think through as much as we do, because that's our livelihood, right? Is the way consumers are searching for products and the way they shop has dramatically changed with online, and it is specifically around the fact that consumers have become very data driven, right? If you think about it, if you go back in time, before we had online shopping and the internet in our pocket in the form of these kind of incredible phones that we carry, right? We didn't have much data, and we were walking into a store to buy anything. The only thing we could rely on was the brand that we've seen on TV, and the image of the quality and perspective that those brands have given us, right? That was really the only data we had, and that's what we relied on, right? You fast forward to today, and it's incredible to observe how consumers are shopping, and this is really the data that we're looking at, right? One of the most fundamental things that is always mind blowing to me when I think about it is that the searches that consumers are performing on Amazon today, 75% of those searches don't carry a brand name in them. What does that tell us? That tells us that consumers are empowered by these platforms to go into their own due diligence on finding solutions to solve their problems. So instead of saying, I want a Frigidaire dehumidifier, or a Whirlpool washing machine, right? Consumers are going to go look for best dehumidifier for basement, best washing machine for small spaces, thousands and millions of different queries, and they're going to basically look at the reviews. They're going to look at the price point.